Einen wunderschönen guten Tag, der Drako ist hier und ich frage wie immer, leuchten denn die Sterne heute Nacht? Oh, ich bin recht laut. Moment, das kriegen wir hin. So, jetzt bin ich nicht mehr ganz so laut, das ist vielleicht zu leise. So ist besser. Noch ein bisschen, noch ein bisschen, noch ein bisschen. Juhu, genau, das ist gut. Irgendwer da? Bin ich ganz allein? Die Musik ist aus. Wo fangen wir an? Fangen wir da an. Gut, ist jemand da? Niemand da, auch gut. Ähm, Echt keiner da. Das ist traurig. Schade eigentlich. Was mache ich denn jetzt? Dann ist das ein Video für alle diejenigen, die später sich das Video on Demand anschauen. Und wir spielen einfach so Monkey Island. Arne, hey, doch wer da? Super, freut mich. Ich hoffe, es geht euch gut da oben. Ja, genau. So, ich kann ja schon mal ein bisschen besser. Ach, die Haare sehen auch wieder schrecklich aus heute. Naja. Bad Hair Day. Bad Light Day. Bad Light Day, weil das Licht nicht an ist. Ich habe meine Beleuchtung vergessen. Ha, warte mal, das geht besser. Klick. Ha. Guckt mal an. Da ist er beleuchtet, der Drako. Der Beamer hat eine Minute Lag. Wow. Das ist eine Verzögerung, damit kann man was anfangen. Ja, ich kann ja mal so ein bisschen Musik wieder anmachen, während ich hier quatsche. So. Gerade keine Musik, kommt gleich. Ja. Schönes Wetter hier. Ach, der Sandwich-Jumbo ist auch da, das freut mich. Ist hier aber gar nicht so weit weg. Was meinst du? Das Wetter von hier? Ich meine, hier war auch schönes Wetter, das ist schon richtig. Von Sandwich Jumbo ist es gar nicht weit weg. Das ist quasi Nachbarschaft. Ja, 25 Kilometer könnte hinkommen. Na gut, ich habe Zuschauer. Ich bin beeindruckt. Muss gerade mal. Okay. Das war keine gute Idee, auf diesen Knopf zu drücken. Und das auch nur, weil du nicht so weit nach draußen gezogen bist. Ja, das ist richtig. Ach Leute, ich muss auch mal wieder da hoch in den Norden. Das ist, wenn der Kalender das irgendwann mal zulässt, dann schwinge ich mich mal ins Auto und komme mal zu euch da hoch. Und sei es nur irgendwie für einen Samstagsausflug und komme dann wieder her. Wie Arne sagt, ist ja nicht so weit weg. Genau. Ja, schön. Ja, wollen wir einfach mal ins Game reingehen? Ich habe gestern mal so ein bisschen anprobiert, ob es technisch läuft und so. Der Schriftzug Gummibär. Ja, faszinierend. Der hier. Ja. Ja, natürlich habe ich Greenscreen. In dem Fall, aber es ist eigentlich nichts. Also hier unten, das da müsste ausgegrünt werden. So weit hoch komme ich gar nicht. Ja, er flimmert. Also ich mache einfach Sam drüber. Genau. Fangen wir los. Das ist eine gute Idee. Wir machen das Hemd da drüber, dann sieht man das nicht so sehr. Und dann, genau. Es ist erstmal die Musik wieder weg. Bis OBS und Spiel sich einig sind und wir hier auf Übergang klicken und wir dann wieder ins Spiel reingehen. Ja, ja. Nee, ich habe immer hier die grüne Wand hinter mir und äh, ja, tatsächlich, ich habe so einen süßen kleinen Handdrachen, den ich liebend gern mit vor die Kamera nehmen würde. Dummerweise ist der grün. Wenn ich den mitnehme, ist er weg. Ja, Drachenhorde heißt das, Sir Anthony. Grüße dich, herzlich willkommen. Dasselbe T-Shirt wie beim letzten Mal. Ja, wir haben eben schon festgestellt, der Greenscreen mag es nicht. Aber ja, das gute Schäfchen, das mir das geschenkt hat, ist heute, glaube ich, nicht dabei. Das guckt heute einen anderen Stream. Parallel läuft bei den Orkenspaltern ein Rollenspiel-Stream. Und ich glaube, das guckt den. Und wir können uns ja alle nicht zweiteilen, dementsprechend. Ja, aber dann fangen wir doch mal an. Genau. Mal gucken, vielleicht geht der Rechner noch so ein Stückchen weiter darüber, weil dann hätte ich mehr Platz für die Maus.
Hi, Elaine. Do you think you can help me out?
How did you get into
Ton
this
lauter.
mess?
It's kind of a long...
Freundlichweise geht er immer gleich in den Pausebildschirm, wenn man mal das Bild verlässt. Das ist gut.
story.
That's okay.
Ah,
I've
besser.
got time.
Well,
Sorry.
it all started on Scab Island. Some of my admiring fans had pressured me into telling my LeChuck evaporating story once again.
Deep in the Caribbean, Scab Island.
So I bust into the church and say, "Now you're in for it, you bilious bag of barnacle bait." And then LeChuck cries, "Guybrush, have mercy! I can't take it anymore!"
I think I know how he must have felt.
Yeah, if I hear this story one more time, I'm gonna be crying myself.
Don't you have any new stories?
Well, actually, that's why I'm here on Scab Island. I'm on a whole new adventure.
Growing a mustache?
No, bigger than that.
A beard?
No, I'm in search of treasure. The biggest treasure of them all. A treasure so valuable and so well hidden that it haunts the dreams of every pirate on the seas.
You mean
Big.
Big.
Oh.
None other.
Then why'd you come here? There's no treasure on Scab Island.
Well, I didn't know that before. Now I'm trying to charter a ship and look someplace else. When I return, I'll have riches galore and a whole new story.
Or you'll have died trying.
either way, we won't have to hear about LeChuck anymore.
Ha! Those guys wouldn't know a good story even if they paid $50 for it. When I find Big Whoop, I'll become a legend among pirates for generations to come. I can only charter a ship and get off this stinking island.
Ah, Schäfchen, doch da. Hey ho. Wir haben eben schon über dich gesprochen, wegen T-Shirt und so. Delago-Embargo. So, ja. Mal einen kurzen Blick auf die alte Ausgabe. So sah das früher mal aus. Look at Riches, ja. Das machen wir jetzt aber gleich in der eigentlichen Ausgabe, weil da haben wir Stimmausgabe. So sieht er heute aus. Das ist sein Inventar.
This may be a lot of money, but it's nothing compared to how rich I'll be when I find Big Whoop. I think I'm pretty well prepared financially for now. I should be set for the whole trip with this. This should be plenty of money to charter a ship. Look at all this. I've got enough to buy my own ship in 5 different currencies. I'll be traveling first class on this treasure hunt. Sure took a long time to save all this. No more part-time circus work for me. Of course, this is only a fraction of what I'll have after I find Big Whoop. Maybe I should get a money belt. I wonder what I'll buy first.
Okay. Ja. Wir gestern ausprobiert und dabei wieder festgestellt, diese Szene, egal in welche Richtung man geht, man kann nur verlieren. Also nehmen wir den geraden Weg.
Where do you think you're going, fancy pants? You ain't from these parts, are you? This is a toll bridge. You gotta pay.
Hey, mighty pirate, you know?
I don't pay for nothing. I'm a pirate.
Tough guy, huh?
Help! Please!
Scream as loud as you want. There's no police on Scab Island.
And who eats the donuts and roughs up the transients?
I roughs up what needs roughing up on this island.
Whoa!
Hey, yo,
Donuts!
own it. This is my lucky night. Remember, wherever you go, on sea or on land, you can't ever hide from Largo Legrand.
Not all treasure is silver and gold, mate.
Tough town. I guess I
Yeah.
should have got those traveler's checks.
Okay. There's a sign.
Welcome to Woodtick. No treasure hunting zone. Oops, I think I broke the sign.
One can always use a shovel. Woodsmith!
Yeah?
What's the problem with that Largo guy?
He really goes against my grain. I'd like to make an end table out of him, but I don't have the guts. With all my tools, I'm still unable to create the one thing that could do this island some good.
Like an all-night tattoo parlor?
No. Like a voodoo doll of Largo Legrand.
Oh.
As I said, bring your voodoo dolls.
Nice apron. Are you some sort of chef?
No, I'm a woodsmith, which gives one of us an excuse for dressing funny.
How much wood could a woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood?
A woodchuck could chuck no amount of wood since a woodchuck can't chuck wood.
But if a woodchuck could chuck and would chuck some amount of wood, what amount of wood would a woodchuck chuck?
Even if a woodchuck could chuck wood, and even if a woodchuck would chuck wood, should a woodchuck chuck wood?
Okay, I have to go with it.
A woodchuck should chuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood, as long as a woodchuck would chuck wood.
Oh, shut up.
I'd like to look around a bit.
Sure thing.
Stool, woodsmith, chair, door, peg legs, workbench, nails.
Pounds and pounds of nails.
I need all of them.
It says Woody.
That's me.
Okay. So if I try to pick it up,
Get your hands away from there. It's not a toy.
okay. So I have to get him away.
Hello?
Excuse me.
Oh, yes. Hi there. Can I help you?
She sells she. Oh, why? Why? She sells seashells by the seashore. Bro. She sells seashells by the seashore. Ha!
Hi, I'm Guybrush Threepwood, LeChuck busting stud.
Uh-huh.
She saw. Sorry.
Nice map.
Uh-huh.
Nice map.
Drew it myself.
Excuse me.
Yes?
Hi, I'm Guybrush. Who are you?
Wally. Wally B. Feed. At your service.
I have some questions about Scab Island.
Why? Thinking about moving here?
Actually, I'm trying to get off it as soon as possible.
Good luck. With the sailing embargo Largo's imposed on Scab, it's hard to get anywhere. Which doesn't help my business, let me tell you.
You know anything about this Largo guy?
He's just the local hood. Shakes down everybody in town. Nobody comes or goes from Scab because Largo makes them pay through the nose.
Yeah, tell me about it. Where's the governor's mansion?
There is no governor on Scab. This is an anarchist cooperative of pirates, cutthroats, and other criminals. A haven for roughnecks and rebels like me. The only authority on this island is that bully Largo.
I'm looking for some room and board.
Well, I hear there's a new chef down at the Bloody Lip. And the Swamp Rot Inn has all the comforts of the sea. But I think Largo's booked the whole thing.
Thanks for the lowdown.
Any time.
Do you know anything about Big Whoop?
Uh-oh, who sent you here? I should warn you, I'm heavily armed.
Nobody sent me. I'm freelance.
You better not try for my files. All my research on Big Whoop is in there.
Are you looking for Big Whoop too?
Well, I haven't really been able to find
One
out
more.
much hard information. What do you know about it?
Okay, one more. I will give it a try. A selfish shellfish sells shellfish selfies at a selfish price. A selfish shellfish sells shellfish selfies at a selfish price. Okay, I tried. Wrapping whole whales with Worcestershire sauce? Okay, so what do we want to answer? I'm looking for it. That's about. I know it contains elements of wealth. I know the location is a mystery. I really don't know much about it at all. So let's be honest.
I really don't know much about it at all.
You mean you never heard of the 4 men who buried it?
Okay, let's hear about it.
No. Tell me all about it.
Well, all anyone knows for sure is that there was a shipwreck. The merchant vessel Elaine went down in a terrible storm.
Elaine?
Only 4 crew members survived. They washed up on a remote deserted island. Some say its name was Inky Island, but I don't believe that.
Let's get sidetracked a bit.
Well, why don't you believe it?
Because there's no such island. Anyway, that's where they supposedly found Big Whoop.
But what is Big Whoop?
Whatever it was so wonderful, or so horrible, that they never wanted anyone else to find it. So, they took the map they made of the island and split it up among the 4 of them, and they all went their separate ways.
Where are they now?
Well, I don't even know their names. I'd go look them up at the Fat City Library if it weren't for this stupid Largo embargo. Of course, it could just be an old legend, but
Fat
if
City
I could
Library.
just see the map of that island, I bet I could recognize the shape of the land and track it down myself.
What exactly do you do here?
I'm a cartographer.
You do open heart surgery? In here?
No, I'm the map-making sort of cartographer.
Oh. What kind of maps do you make?
Every kind a pirate could need. My eyes have seen the whole world, and there's not a part of it I haven't put down on paper. Maps are very, very important.
Hey, Ursus! Welcome! One big whoop and crispy fries, please.
Actually, I prefer to just stop and ask directions.
That's what Magellan thought. Ha ha ha! Sorry, cartographer joke.
Actually, I know this one, but
Is longitude the sideways one, or is that latitude? I can never remember which is which.
It's so cute when you lay people try to understand geography. I could try to explain it, but it would probably just go over your head.
You know, I could just sit and talk about maps all day.
Hey, me too!
Is that all you do? Make maps?
Well, I do some restoration work too. I paste them together, recopy them, paint little cupids in the corners, you know, artsy-fartsy stuff. Maps are very, very
cookies.
important.
I would like to have cookies right now. Maybe later.
I'm sure they are. Well, goodbye.
Okie dokie.
Okay, so,
It's a pile of blank paper. It's a pile of blank paper.
okay. To be faster.
Hey, where's my monocle? I can't see a thing without me monocle.
Gone. Sorry. What do you call a stoner's wife, Mississippi? Cookie and a hug. A hug.
No, we don't clean leather. Not responsible for lost buttons or hooks. Not responsible for stains left on clothing. It's just a bucket. It's just a bucket.
Hey, leave that alone.
Sorry, is this your bucket?
Well, no.
So you won't mind if I take it?
I guess not.
Thief!
What
Pirate!
is it?
Hi.
Do we know you?
I'm Guybrush. You tried to sell me the minutes of a PTA meeting in the last game, claiming it was a map?
Map? I don't know what you're talking about.
No, really.
Why did you wake us up, Gorbush?
What are you guys doing up there?
We're performing.
That's right. Performing.
That's what we do for a living now.
You see, after our circus failed, we started a pirate catering business on nearby Fat Island.
The sacking lunch. It was quite lucrative.
Why aren't you still doing that?
The governor of the island made us an offer we, couldn't refuse. So, we sold him the business.
What did you do with the money?
We sank the money into one of those newfangled glass-bottom boats
We wanted to take passengers on sightseeing trips.
and search for a place called Drinky Island in our spare time.
Boy, did we ever want to get there.
Aside from the obvious reason, we had inside information that Drinky was in fact the resting place of the legendary treasure of Big Whoop.
So we had Inky Island and we have Drinky Island.
Big whoop! Did you find anything?
Not exactly.
You see, we got a bit of a raw deal on the boat.
Seems the salesman didn't have any glass for the bottom, so he just left a gaping hole there.
By the time we noticed, we were taking on water, fast.
We ended up stranded on a tiny desert island.
When did we get to the performing part?
We met a philosopher on the island, and he told us something which changed our lives.
What? What is it? What did he say? Tell me already.
He told us that all the world is a stage and that we are merely players. So, we became performance artists. In our current work, we portray man's response to global environmental issues of a changing world.
How come you have to perform on that ledge?
To show the precarious nature of the situation, so to speak.
Right.
I think you're overlooking the potential symbolism to be gained by your closeness to the Earth.
But,
All right, you got us. We're really up here because...
well, we're afraid to come down.
What?
What's the word for it, Frank?
Terraformophobia?
It's the opposite of acrophobia. Something like orcaphobia.
Fear of strange vegetables?
Say what you will, we're not coming down.
What happened to your leg?
It happened during a performance.
But when he lost the leg, Frank was brilliantly showing the inseparability of the path man walks from the food chain.
The symbolism of the cheese was essential. You know, this leg is looking sort of dingy. Would you get some polish over at the Woodsmiths and polish it for me?
Give me money for the polish.
Okay.
Is that your rat?
Yes, we call him Munster Monster because of his insatiable passion for cheese.
See you later.
We can scarcely contain our anticipation.
Okay. So, in the old game, which was looking like this, there were two versions. There was the one with the more difficult riddles and the one with the easy one. And I think they have lost the easy version in the special edition, so you can only go for the. There are all the riddles in here, which is fine by me. I probably remember all of it. When I grew up, it was the first of these games I ever played, so it's quite fond of it. So, what do we have there? Lachanophobia is the proper term to have fear of broccoli and other versions. Okay, lachanophobia. Oh, sorry. So now, what's the fear of being too close to the ground? So you have to stay up all the time. There must be a term for that.
Only one guest.
Yes, but that dang Largo eats like 30.
Excuse me, I'd like a room, please.
Sorry, we only have one and it's full.
I'm not afraid of broccoli, but I'm sort of afraid of okra. Okay.
Nice. I don't think I'd get away with that. Oh, isn't that cute? I could lose a finger doing that.
Okra is a green vegetable that produces white slime when cooked. Okay, that sounds weird. Okay, so he probably won't let me go there.
Hold it right there. That's a private room. No going up there.
Excuse me, I'd like a room, please.
Sorry, we only have one and it's full.
Okay. I thought we could talk to him, but it's... The fear of okra must be okraphobia. Okay, yeah, probably.
Excuse me,
Yeah, boy?
how's business?
It's just terrible. No one ever comes down here anymore. Largo's got all my regulars spooked. You know, I can mix any drink there is, make anything you could name, but I can't make the one thing that could really do this island some good.
What's that?
A voodoo doll of Largo LeGrand. You there. Uh-oh. Give me my usual and put it in a real glass.
Oh,
Walk
nice.
over the dough or you'll be serving Bloody Marys for a week. From your nose. That's all I have. Well, you better have more tomorrow, or we might have to move this stump to a new location. Like, say, the bottom of the ocean.
Boy, you just gave him all your money?
I don't want to talk about it.
Okay, okra tastes like a mixture of paprika and green beans. A little bit more fiber though. Okay, that's interesting. So we've got something. Okay, use paper with spit dripping down wall.
Yuck.
Yeah.
It reads JoJo, appearing nightly, no cover charge. It reads JoJo. It reads JoJo. Better leave it there. Don't want to hurt business. Excuse me.
Yeah, boy?
Grog, please. Shaken, not stirred.
Maybe you'd like a Shirley Temple instead.
I'm old enough. Look at my beard.
Ha! That's the oldest trick in the book. Tell you what, I'll let you have some near grog. Doesn't have any alcohol in it, but it's just as nasty smelling and foul tasting as that stuff grown-ups drink.
Right on.
Oh, wait, what am I saying? I just sold the last of it to Kate. Sorry.
Rats.
Of course, if you have some ID.
To Kate. We have to remember that name.
Who's this Kate person you mentioned?
Ah, the courageous Captain Kate Capsize. Tough as steel, sharp as nails. She rents her ship out, does some freelance pirating. Her only loyalty is to the highest bidder. Don't get on her bad side.
Grog, please.
I'll need to see some ID for that.
I must have left my ID in my other pants.
You'll have to do better than that. No ID, no service.
Excuse me.
Yeah, boy?
Want to see my scar?
Depends. Is there a good story behind it?
As a matter of fact, there is. It's a story of the ghost pirate LeChuck and his gruesome demise.
Heard it. This is the one where he drinks too much root beer and burps so hard he explodes, right?
Not exactly.
Frankly, I don't care much for stories that promote moderation in drinking. I do have a business to run, you know.
Nice place you have here. Well, see ya.
Okay. So we got some information. Sounds delicious and dangerous.
Help wanted. 1 week's salary in advance. Inquire below.
Okay, we had to read the sign.
The Bloody Lip Bar and Grill. Excuse me.
Yeah, boy?
I saw your sign outside. What's the job?
Oh, yeah. I really should take that thing down. I hired a new cook just this morning. But if things don't work out with him, I'll let you know.
Nice place you have here. Well, see ya.
Yeah, we have got to look around for some things. Ouch. To say it with the words of the Maulwurfen, ouchen.
Sharp.
We've got a knife.
It's a cold potato and leek soup.
Actually, I would like to be able to skin potatoes like that. You're a little bit slower peeling potatoes, but you can do it with a knife. Actually, I can't. If I try to peel a potato with a knife, there's not much left of the potato afterwards. I've got one of these peeling tools and works for me. Arr. Hey! The control is here. The bear. Is it in English the burr? Funny. Okay. So we wanted to give the alligator some freedom. Use knife on rope.
Hey, how'd old Pegbiter get loose? I'd better go catch him before he catches somebody else.
Cheese squigglies. One of my favorites.
Okay.
It doesn't seem to stay closed.
Okay.
Who let you into my room?
I thought it was my room.
Well, it ain't. So get the f out of here.
Beep! So I probably can't go right back there, can I?
What are you doing in here again?
Okay, I got his toupee. At least I got that. Warum ist die Spielfigur kleiner, wenn sie im Vordergrund steht? Monkey Island has some weird graphics. Never mind, there are potato peelers commercially available that have fixed peeling thickness. Yeah, that's... Okay, there was some polish.
Yeah?
Could I buy some wood polish?
That's 1 piece of 8. Anything else?
I'd like to look around a bit.
Sure thing.
Okay, so now we've got wood polish. Nur falls du dich wunderst, weil das Spiel auf Englisch ist, spreche ich heute auch Englisch. Bär. So, sorry for that bit. Good polish on peg leg.
Thanks. Here's a piece of 8 for your trouble.
If only I could use this stuff on my lines.
So,
Thanks. Here's a piece of 8 for your trouble.
how much money do we need? Let's go with 5 pieces of 8.
Thanks. Here's a piece of 8 for your trouble.
Another 2 times.
Thanks. Here's a piece of 8 for your trouble.
And one last go. Yeehaw!
Thanks. Here's a piece of 8 for your trouble.
So now I've got 5 pieces of 8. If I need more, I will have to come back. So... Okay, let's find out what we really need for the voodoo doll. International House of Mojo. And we have a coffin. Isn't that nice and creepy?
Creepy, but apparently seaworthy.
Still creepy. Another thing that found its way into the Pirates of the Caribbean movies, the swamp with the you've got to row in the movies. It's a boat. Here's the coffin, and you get to Tia Dalma's lair. So what do we have got? We've got some
It
string.
appears to be yo-yo string.
Yo-yo string.
I'll just take a little.
Concept art unlocked. Okay.
Ash to life, the uncremating cream.
Hey, that's just a display model. Guybrush Threepwood. It's been a long time since you last came to see me.
She's looking weird.
About that jar I was looking at?
That's one of my most powerful potions. Brings the dead back to life.
I'll take it.
There are some complications. It only works on ashes, and the resurrection is only temporary. Plus, you need to bring me a sample of the subject's ashes before I can mix you up a batch.
Boy, voodoo's complicated.
Rules are rules.
Do I know you from somewhere?
Ah, we often forget those who help us most.
Short switch? You
We
can
do?
get it.
It was I who told you how to do away with LeChuck. I told you where to find the voodoo anti-root and how to turn it into the powerful
Voodoo!
ghost-dissolving potion you needed.
Oh, yeah, now I remember.
Was it her? I don't think so. We did go back to her last game.
Tell me about this Largo guy.
He's a weak little man who bullies this whole island around. Most people are afraid of him because he was once LeChuck's right-hand man.
Yeah, but LeChuck's history. I got rid of him myself.
True evil can never be destroyed completely. You will see.
Why don't you just put a curse on Largo?
I've tried. My most powerful magic lies in voodoo dolls. But to make an effective doll, I need some items from Largo's person, and no one's brave enough to go get them for me.
What kind of ingredients do you need for the doll?
Are you willing to help me make one?
Maybe?
To make it work, you need to bring me some personal artifacts of the victim. One from each of the 4 basic voodoo groups. Something of the thread, something of the head, something of the body, and something of the dead.
Hey, that almost rhymes.
For the thread, I need a piece of Largo's clothing, and a lock of hair will do for the head. Bring me a sample of fluid from his body, and from his dead relatives, you must acquire some remnant of a corpse. Here, take the shopping list.
Thanks.
Do you have any of those ingredients with you?
I have his toupee.
Not quite a part of his head, but maybe I can get some scalp fragments from it. Have you brought me any other ingredients?
My wife yelled from upstairs and asked, "Do you ever get a shooting pain across your body, like someone's got a voodoo doll of you and they are stabbing it?" I replied, "No." She runs it. "How about now?" Okay. I have to talk to Dorina.
I have some of his spit.
Excellent. You may keep the paper. Have you brought me any other ingredients?
I'll bring you more later.
Good. Now go.
Display model. Cat dewormer. Golden tongue, the 5-day treatment plan that helps you talk to women. Eau de Mojo, the mystical aroma of voodoo captured in a delightful potpourri. They're unlabeled. Looks like bound editions of Voodoo Quarterly.
Okay. Oh yes, the sounds of the bats. Okay, so let's get some swamp.
Wow, a whole bucket of mud. And it's mine. All mine.
Oops, sorry. Hey, we had that today. Let's try to find his ancestor. It's probably better we do that before the husky comes back, and because there will be some of course the answer has to lie on the top of the hill, doesn't he? Of course he has to.
There once was a girl named Carrie who thought that she soon should marry. She went into town and flirted around. She didn't get wed, she got buried.
That's sad.
No man commanded Jean-Louise, not on land and not on water. John did whatever he did please, until he kissed the gunner's daughter. Here lies daredevil Jim McDowell. Hand of steel, leg of wood, Jim took every risk he could. A life of action, that was Jim's. Too bad he ran out of limbs. No man commanded Jean-Louise, not on land and not on water. John did whatever he did please, until he kissed the gunner's daughter.
Okay.
Marco Largo Legrand. Hell on sea or sand. The good news is, he's dead. The bad news is, he bred.
Ha! These inscriptions are... Ha! Let's just get a bone.
This is creepy feeling.
Sorry, Husky.
I'd swear on my grandfather's grave, something weird is going on.
Yep. So we've got the head, the body, the dead. So we need something from the thread. Okay. Let's get some piece of clothes. Again, some bats. Nice effect.
think I hear Largo coming.
Hey, what the hell? What's going on? Whoever did this is gonna pay. I can't get this thing off my head. When I get this thing off my head, somebody's gonna be real sorry.
Maybe I shouldn't have done that. You looked pretty steamed. It's empty. Messy, messy, messy. They look pretty old.
Nothing else here, so let's leave. Ah ja, am PC geringe Latenzeinstellungsoption.
You're making me mad, Marty.
Da ich noch kein
That's
Affiliate
my name,
bin,
don't wear it out.
Look, I want it free and I want it tonight.
Party tonight? Sure, I'll come.
I'm talking about getting my laundry.
Don't worry about me. I've been dry for 3 years.
I said I need it back tonight.
What? Yeah, we'll stay out all night.
This is useless. You tell them I'll be back to pick it up. Or else.
well, we like to help, so.
What do you know about Largo Legrand?
I don't know anything about cargo or contraband. I'm clean, clean, clean.
Who are you?
Sure, Sonny, I can get out stew. That's easy. I can also extract grog, spit, and swamp mud. That's because I'm Mad Marty. I'm mad about getting your clothes as clean as they can be.
I'd like to pick up some clothes.
You have your claim ticket, Sonny.
I lost it while being keel hauled.
Your dog got mauled? What does that have to do with a claim ticket?
Oh, never mind. I've got a laundry type question.
Shoot.
Would you be able to get out ketchup?
Get out? Catch up? What do you want me to do?
Nothing.
Okay.
I thought I wanted to talk to you, but I don't.
Back into his room and let's see if we can get the... Yep, there it is. When I played this game for the first time, how long did I search for this stupid ticket? Was ich meinte war, solange ich noch kein Affiliate bin, weiß ich nicht, ob diese Option überhaupt auswählbar ist. Aber wenn es da ist, mach ruhig. Geringe Latenz kann nur helfen.
I'll see what we have ready for Mr. Legrand. I know it's here somewhere. I saw it a while ago. Now, where was it?
There was a parrot.
Ah, here it comes.
Okay.
Nice April fresh scent.
I really didn't want to know what kind of underwear Largo wears, but okay. So we've got the bone, we've got the bone. That should do the trick. Where did I find the ticket? Back in his room. Back in his room. And you've got to close the door again, as you did the first 2 times you were in there. And it's just sticking right there. So you just have to pick it up. But with the door not closed, the door open, you can't see it. And I've searched everywhere. Was very long search. But as I said, I've played this game so often and I remember probably most of it. If not everything. Back to the swamp. Swamp.
Creepy, but apparently seaworthy.
Let's go back to Teil.
Have you brought me any more ingredients?
I have the bone of his grandfather.
Perfect. Do you have the final ingredient?
I have this pearly white bra.
Yes, that will work. At last! Now I can make a voodoo doll to be reckoned with. Let me get my juju bag. And now for the ingredients. A dandruff flake from Largo's head. A single piece of Largo's thread. A drop of fluid from his body. A single chip off the bone of the dead. And finally, some miscellaneous voodoo herbs and seasonings, including monosodium glutamate.
There's glutamate in there.
Good. 2, 4, 6, 8. Who do we assassinate? Largo, yeah.
Hey, that looks just like him. Thanks, Voodoo Lady.
One more thing. Some of the ingredients were not the optimum specimens. It should still work, but it will have a limited range. You will have to get close to Largo. Very close.
Set for Jimbo. Yeah, blood from the father, flesh from the servant, and bone from the father, flesh from the servant, blood from the enemy. Yeah, you could try that. But actually, I don't want to resurrect the Dark Lord. It would be an interesting crossover, wouldn't it? Monkey Island and Harry Potter? Never mind, I don't want him to mess around either. So, yeah, let's... but it would be a real interesting crossover. Harry Potter and Monkey Island. Lord Voldemort versus LeChuck. I think back to his room. We will find him in his room, won't we? It's the best guess we have.
Hey!
Oh yeah, there
What
he
are
is.
you doing in here? Get out of my room and stay out!
I think Largo's out of voodoo range.
Stop bothering me! You have some nerve barging in here! Ow!
Take that, you stumpy little dim-witted toad!
What? Who do you think you are?
I'm Guybrush Threepwood. People don't always recognize me. That's why I
Yeah,
carry
that would be a
this.
good story. Guybrush as an unsuspecting, unwitting helper of either of the
Why are
two.
you doing that?
Largo the Grand, you are a no-good, vicious, two-bit thug. I command you to give me back my money and leave this island.
Ha! I already spent all your money.
Oh, well, I command you to leave this island.
Just you try and make... Ooh! Ow! Ow!
Actually, I know how he
That'll teach you to
feels.
mess with the slayer of the ghost pirate LeChuck.
What's that? You killed LeChuck?
As a matter of fact, I did. Quite an interesting story, actually.
The fortune teller said she did in LeChuck.
She did she? Does she have one of these?
Is that...
Yes, LeChuck's beard. Still alive and wriggling.
Let me see that. Boy, it is alive. We've been looking for a living piece of LeChuck for years. Now we can bring him back to life. Look out, world! The most fearsome pirate of all time will soon sail the seas again.
Whoops.
Funny thing. And
I'm afraid it's true, Guybrush. If they have any animated tissue, they can reanimate.
I'm
his
sorry.
But I blew his body into a zillion gooey pieces.
Not his body, Guybrush. You destroyed his spirit form. His body was safely buried far away.
But by now it must be...
Rotten, partially decomposed. Yes. And I don't think that's going to make him any more pleasant to deal with.
He's gonna be looking for
Yep.
me.
Yes.
He's gonna try to kill me.
Undoubtedly.
What can I do?
You're already doing all that you can.
What's that?
Hunting for Big Whoop.
Oh, yeah, I was doing that, wasn't I?
Big Whoop isn't just a treasure. It contains the secret to another world. Find that world, and you'll be able to escape LeChuck forever.
But I know so little about Big Whoop.
Take this book.
Big Whoop, Unclaimed Bonanza or Myth. And where'd you get this?
I checked it out at the Fat City Library. I foresaw
City Library?
your need.
Gee, thanks.
I used your name when I checked it out, so be sure and return it when you're through reading. The overdue finds in Fat City.
Hallo,
are
Husky.
pretty steep.
Gee, thanks.
Yay, ich bin noch da, ja. Ein bisschen noch, so 20 Minuten, denke ich, werden wir noch machen. Kurzzusammenfassung für dich. Wir haben gerade Lago Le Grand von Scab Island, I think, vertrieben und haben dabei den lebenden Bart von LeChuck an seine Supporter zurückgegeben, damit die ihn jetzt zurückholen können. Scrap Island? Probably. Funny thing about that? How did Guybrush get into possession of that beard? As we just heard in the conversation with the voodoo lady, we just killed the ghost. So why would the ghost we killed and smashed in little pieces have the living beard with him? So it's a bit vary in the story there. But I don't know. Maybe in between the games, Guybrush somehow got into possession of the beer. Please translate this for me, Ursus. I know a streamer by that name, but I don't think you mean her. Presumably the ghost had attached importance to its appearance. So it took the real living beard with him. He, him, it, whatever. The ghost. Let's have a look at the peninsula. Schön, dass du eine schöne Chorprobe hattest, Husky. We learned we have to look at the signs.
Says, and I quote, Captain Dread's ship charters. 20 pieces of 8. Inquire within.
20. We only have 5. That's no problem. We get some more. Let's go to the beach. I forgot something there. When I go to the pirates, I can pick up the stick.
Nice stick.
Everyone needs a stick sometimes. And a carrot, but there's no carrot in this game. Probably there are health benefits to wearing a living beard. We're creating some kind of lore here, aren't we? Stick! Open box.
It's closed.
Use stick. With box. Use string with stick. Use cheese squigglies with box. Go over here, wait until the red is in the box. To go over here. So now the red can go to the box. And then we can pull string. The rat is adorable. And if we have to see it in the inventory, let's get it.
Nice.
Okay, now we've got the rat. We've got the captured rat. And we've got to look at the old one. I liked this design. It was so sweet in the inventory to have this rat with you. I like it. I still like it. It's nice.
Cute little fella.
Yeah, it is. He is. It is. He is. She is. Whatever. It is. It's a rat.
cute little fella.
Yeah. They are. Thank you. Okay, so we wanted to make some money. And how is there a better way to make money than to polish the peg leg?
Thanks. Here's a piece of 8 for your trouble.
Yeah, that will take some time.
Thanks. Here's a piece of 8 for your trouble.
Can I write a macro for that?
Here's a piece of 8 for your trouble. Thanks. Here's a piece of 8 for your trouble.
Let's do it. Okay, we need 11 more, so use polish on peg leg.
Thanks. Here's a piece of 8 for your trouble. Thanks. Here's a piece of 8 for your trouble. Thanks. Here's a piece of 8 for your trouble. Thanks. Here's a piece of 8 for your trouble. Thanks. Here's a piece of 8 for your trouble.
14. We still need 6.
If only I could use this stuff on my lines.
Thanks. Here's a piece of 8 for your trouble. Thanks. Here's a piece of 8 for your trouble. Thanks. Here's a piece of 8 for your trouble.
So how much do we have now? I forgot to count 3 times. Okay. 1.
Thanks. Here's a piece of 8 for your trouble.
2.
Thanks. Here's a piece of 8 for your trouble.
And last round, yep. Repeatedly polishing his peg leg somehow reminds me of those mobile windscreen washers that wait at crossroads for unsuspecting car drivers and pull the money out of their pockets.
Thanks. I'd give you a piece of 8, but I'm fresh out.
No! No! 19, we need 20. Huh. Too bad. Okay, let's talk to Captain Dredd. Is there any relation to Judge Dredd? I'm quite interested in how they designed him here. And how he talks. Restermann. No? Maybe. We'll see.
Are you Captain Dredd?
Yeah, man. I'm Captain Dredd.
Yeah,
What can I
man.
do for you?
I need to charter a ship.
I can't charter you my ship because a while ago I lost my lucky sailing necklace. I called it my eye that has seen the world. I can't sail without it? No way, man.
Navy dreads.
Thanks, man.
Ah, good old reggae. Reggae man.
Tell me more about that necklace thingy you lost.
It happened some time ago. My navigator and I set sail for this legendary island. When we arrived, we were taken prisoner by cannibals. I escaped, man. But my navigator was not so lucky. All I found of him was one of his eyeballs. And I've kept it as a good luck charm.
Hey trades. Yeah, the game is great. Was great 20 years ago. Still is. I love this game.
Gee, I think I've met your friend.
Unlikely.
I need to charter a ship.
I can't charter you my ship because I lost my lucky eye that has seen the world sailing necklace.
I gotta run. Lots of treasure hunting to do.
Okay. Bye, man. Come again.
Would you like my monocle?
Thanks, man. This'll do just fine for me lucky sailing necklace. What can I do for ya?
I need to charter a ship.
You're in luck, my friend. Rumor has it that Largo's been run off the island, so I'm now free to sail again. Only problem is that you don't look like the type that has 20 pieces of 8.
Yeah, you're right. I'm broke.
I can pause the stream, yes, so. I'll pause. Ha! He blinked! Yeah, sorry. Wait, so let's... I didn't get why couldn't we take the boat right now? Shouldn't have looked at the chat. Concentrate, Drako. Concentrate.
It's me again.
So I see. What can I do for you this time, man?
I need to charter a ship.
You're in luck, my friend. Rumor has it that Largo's been run off the island, so I'm now free to sail again. Only problem is that you don't look like the type that has 20 pieces of 8.
Yeah,
no.
You're right. I'm broke.
No, we've got 19 pieces of 8. We read just 1. Yeah, I forgot. I know how to do that. Husky, you won't like it. Maybe you're lucky and there's a single piece of 8 lying on the bottom. Yeah, no, we have to get a job. So we want to get... He's looking for help and he promised us, the bar owner promised us a job. But we've got to get rid of the cook before that. Yeah, and for that we've got to, do something with his soup.
Good thing this is a cold soup.
Yeah. Now it's rat soup. No, we have to get rid of the rat, that's the problem.
Excuse me.
Yeah, boy?
Largo Legrand has left Scab Island for good.
Well, I guess all those laxatives I was slipping into his drinks finally got to him.
What?
Don't worry, I don't put him in all the drinks.
Hey, how's the stew tonight?
Stew? Oh, gosh. We only serve gourmet chilled soups here. In fact, our new cook has been working all day on a very special vichyssoise. Let me go see how he's doing. How's the vichyssoise, Bernard?
Excellent, sir. Won't you have a taste?
I think I will.
Oh,
God! What kind of demented recipe book are you using? You're fired!
But, sir...
Out! Get out of my sight! This is the most disgusting, filthy mess I've ever seen in my life! Look at all the hair! And what's this stuff? How am I ever gonna get rid of this junk? Well, here's your soup.
I'm really not that hungry anymore.
Dang. Hey, can you cook?
A little.
How'd you like a career in the fast-paced world of pub food cuisine?
Are you saying there's an opening in the kitchen?
Yeah. You interested?
I don't know. How much does it pay?
420 pieces of 8 a week. First week paid in advance.
yep, let's do it.
Sure, I'll give it a shot.
Great. Job is yours. Here's a week's worth of wages. Now go strap on that apron and get to work.
Okie dokie.
So why again did I do all the polishing? Sorry. So if I leave through there...
The barkeep would be mad if I left work early.
And he's quite right. So let's go the other way around. And come down the hatch. And get fired.
You're supposed to be cooking.
I had to buy some eggs.
Nice try, but not good enough. You're fired.
Done. But he paid me in advance, so no problem there. Okay, so now we've got some money. Before we go, I want to take a look at the book. Oh, and it's 2200. So, yes, let's have a look at the book.
Big Whoop, Unclaimed Bonanza or Myth. This is fascinating. It says here there were 4 pirates. Rapscallion, the cook, young Lindy, the cabin boy, Mr. Rogers, the first mate, and Captain... Good heavens! Captain Marley! Wonder if there's any relation. They buried their treasure along with...
Grandfather.
Uh-oh. Booby traps on a place believed to be called Inky Island. They made a map which they divided into 4 pieces, each man taking one. Rapscallion later opened the Steam and Weenie Hut on Scab Island. It was a huge success, but fell into disrepair after Rap was killed in a flash fire. Young Lindy drifted aimlessly, down on his luck until he mysteriously came into money while panhandling on Booty Island. He used the cash to bankroll an advertising firm which failed after its gross mishandling of the gangrene and honey account. Mr. Rogers retired off the coast of Fat Island. He marketed homemade contest grog brewed in a bathtub until his recent disappearance. Captain Marley vanished while sailing in the America's Cup race. His boat was leading at the time.
He was racing in America's Cup and he was leading at the time. Okay. Captain Marley. Okay, so I think we got off the island.
It's me again.
So I see. What can I do for you this time, man?
I need to charter a ship.
You're in luck, my friend. Rumor has it that Lago's been run off the island, so I'm now free to sail again. Only problem is that you don't look like the type that has 20 pieces of eight.
Actually, I do have that much.
Well, man, consider me ship chartered.
Great. Where's your ship?
You're standing in it, man.
Yikes.
Deep in the Caribbean, hidden by an endless storm, lies LeChuck's Fortress.
Chuck's Fortress!
So, when are we gonna resurrect the old bloated fool? Oops.
I'll ignore that comment just this one time, Largo. Only because they tell me you found Guybrush Threepwood.
It's Threepwood, and I found him on Scab Island.
Very
Scab.
good. No one gets the upper hand on LeChuck without getting what he deserves. I want Guybrush brought to me, and I want him brought alive. I am entrusting this to you. Do not fail me.
Never, your voodoo lordship.
Aye. Guybrush Threepwood is finished. I need you to start building me a very special doll.
With pleasure.
I'm off to find Big Whoop.
Yep. Yeah, I think we're gonna stop there for today. I think it's a nice place to switch. Because yeah, we got off the first island. Let's save. Save game. First slot, saving content. And we've got 21%. Nice, 21% for starters. And we quit game. Autosave and quit saving content again. LeChuck is back. Yes, and we switch back to the other scene so we can have a little talk before I leave. Ja, ich kann auch wieder Deutsch reden. Haha. Wer hätte es gedacht, Husky? Da hast du vollkommen recht. Wenn das Spiel LeChucks Revenge heißt, ist das komisch. So, wenn es LeChucks Rache schon heißt, ja. Gut. Vielen, vielen Dank fürs Zuschauen, fürs Dabeisein. Hat wieder sehr viel Spaß gebracht mit euch. Und ich weiß noch nicht ganz genau, wann wir weiterspielen. Also ich habe jetzt die 7 Streams für den Affiliate zusammen. Und ich muss jetzt mal gucken, ne, da kommt immer diese Steuergeschichte, die jetzt dazu gehört. Da muss ich mich jetzt mal mit auseinandersetzen. Ich habe so den Eindruck, dass ich die nötigen Dinge eigentlich alle schon habe. Ja, diese Titel, die spoilern, ja. Und nicht mal Spoiler-Alert drin schreiben. So ein Mist. Ja. Genau. Ich gucke noch mal, ob ich noch einen kleinen Raid veranstalte. Sind die Orkenspalter denn noch online? Ja, sind sie. Dann schicke ich euch doch zum Ende. Oder schicke ich euch... Ich schicke euch zu Sea of Thieves. Ich schicke euch zu Goldie. Zur Abwechslung. Orkenspalter hatten wir das letzte Mal. Und ja, ist ein anderes Piratenspiel. Ihr braucht ja nicht lange zu bleiben, aber ich möchte Goldie einfach mal raiden. Habe ich noch nie gemacht. Machen wir heute mal. Ich wünsche euch allen eine gute Nacht. Es war schön, dass ihr da wart. Danke für alles. Und ja, dann bis zum nächsten Mal. Ihr werdet mitbekommen, wenn es weitergeht. Also, leuchten denn die Sterne heute Nacht. Macht es gut. Hell, ja. Danke, danke. Schlaf gut, bis bald.